Have you ever heard the legend of Jarapapa and the school built in a weekend? It's a wild story, so buckle up. It all started when Jarapapa, a man with more ambition than sense, decided his town needed a new school, and it needed it fast. He didn't bother with permits or blueprints. No, Jarapapa had a different kind of plan. His grand idea was to build the entire school using materials sourced exclusively from the local landfill. Yes, you heard that right. He spent a frantic weekend hauling whatever he could find. Discarded lumber, sheets of rusty corrugated metal, and piles of miscellaneous, questionable materials. Some folks swore they could see green and black fuzzy spots on the planks he was using, but Jarapapa just called it natural insulation. With a whirlwind of hammering and sawing, something resembling a school building rose from the ground in just 2 days. It was a patchwork monument to recycling, or perhaps a testament to poor judgment. The moment the last nail was hammered in, the school doors swung open. 49 eager children, probably just happy to have a day off from their regular chores, flooded into the classrooms. Their excitement, however, quickly turned to confusion. The walls felt damp and cool to the touch, even on a warm day. The air inside was thick and musty, carrying a peculiar, earthy smell that clung to their clothes. There was no hum of an air conditioner in the summer, nor the comforting warmth of a heater in the winter. The place was just cold. A deep, penetrating cold that seemed to emanate from the very walls. And who are the teachers in this strange new institution? A group of stern-faced grandmothers recruited for their known-and-sense attitude. They weren't there to inspire creativity. They were there to enforce discipline. Their teaching method consisted mostly of pointing at old, tattered textbooks and expecting silence. They were perpetually cross, their expressions as chilly as the damp air circulating through the rooms. Learning felt less like an adventure and more like a punishment. But the most bizarre feature of Jarapapa's express-built school was the toilets. There were 2, shiny and new, looking a stark contrast to the rest of the building. They seemed to be the one thing Jarapapa had splurged on. However, there was a giant, hand-painted sign taped to both doors that read, "For display only. Do not use." The children would stare at these forbidden thrones, wondering why they existed at all. If anyone ever had to go, they were simply sent outside to find a friendly tree. So, the children would sit in the damp, cold classrooms, shivering in their seats, trying to learn from angry grannies while breathing in the smell of landfill mold. They'd stare at the beautiful, unusable toilets and wonder about the strange mind of Jarapapa. The school didn't last long. Of course, the first big rainstorm turned the moldy walls into a mushy, soggy mess, and the whole structure sagged sadly. The legend of Jarapapa School serves as a hilarious reminder when it comes to building things. Especially for kids, maybe don't use garbage, and always let them use the bathroom. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this weird tale, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.